go through something like with my family, like the only people that can make me mad is if I love you.
Oh God, yes.
If I love you, you can make me mad. If I don't give a fuck about you, I don't give a fuck what
can't
you
affect
say,
me at all.
what you do, how you feel. Like fuck you, eat dick, die. But
the people that you love can crush you for real.
Right, the people that I love, like if I fuck with you and I feel like it's genuine, it's gonna be like, God damn, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's some shit you feel like a rapper just can do to avoid goddamn just a situation, any type of situation? Like these days, like that you gotta do different these days. Like since you came home, you see like, nah, I gotta do this now. I can't be doing that type of shit no more.
Man, the best thing I can tell a nigga is, man, stay out the way. Take care of your business and duck off.
Yeah.
Because them feds ain't gonna play with you. And a nigga in the street that don't got nothing ain't gonna play with you. Ain't now one of them gonna play with you. So if you got something going on and you prospering in it, and you wealthy, you making a difference for your family, for yourself, your future, man, do the right thing, man. Stay out the way, man, because get what? That's all I...
Before anything else, let me be straight with you about what this story actually is. Finesse2tymes has not signed with NBA YoungBoy. There is no announcement, no press release, and no confirmed new label home. What there is a phone call. One that Finesse talked about on Boss Talk TV with his own mouth. And that phone call, who made it, why they made it, and what happened when it landed in Houston, is one of the most layered things to happen in rap in 2026. Here is the full picture from the beginning. Finesse2tymes, real name Ricky T. Greer came home from federal prison with Buzz, Memphis behind him, and Mob Ties Entertainment offering what looked like a fairy tale. J Prince and J Prince Jr. brought him in. They sent money to his family while he was locked up. They gave him advances, jewelry, private flights. A legend signing a Memphis rapper fresh out of prison. From the outside, it looked like everything he needed. The problem was what he actually signed. Finesse sat down on a live session and dropped the Mob Ties contract into ChatGPT to see what he had actually agreed to. He said he had never used the program before in his life. What came back was uglier than he expected. The deal was a 360 contract. The label gets a cut of everything. Music, publishing, merchandise, touring, brand deals, name, likeness. Every dollar with his face or voice attached runs back to the label first. The advances, the jewelry, the flights, the machine told him those were not gifts. They were loans against future earnings sitting on his account as debt he had to earn back before he saw real money. Then came the assignment clause. That clause meant Mob Ties could transfer his contract to any other label at any time. So even if Finesse waited it out hoping they would eventually lose interest, they could just hand his paperwork somewhere else, and he would still be locked in. The cage moved with him, but the detail the internet circled hardest was what Finesse said J Prince told him before he ever picked up a pen. He said J Prince told him directly not to bring a lawyer, that real ones do not need lawyers, that they were going to do this on handshake and respect. Finesse, fresh off years in federal prison, looking at J Prince as a hero, took that advice and signed. 4 years on Mob Ties, 2 projects. That is the math he kept coming back to. The label was not clearing his music. Atlantic Records, which Mob Ties is plugged into, was not pushing him. No rollout money, no machine, no real push. He had buzz, shows lined up, fans waiting, songs in the vault, and he could not move freely. So he did the only thing he could: live after live, rant after rant, crying out publicly for someone to throw him a rope. Then somebody from Baton Rouge was listening. To understand why NBA YoungBoy making that call is so significant, you need the backstory between these two. In September 2023, Finesse slid into the DMs of one of YoungBoy's baby mamas. YoungBoy found out and held on to it. Then, in April 2024, he posted a racy photo of one of Finesse's children's mothers on his Instagram story. Pink lingerie, bunny ears, a direct, personal, humiliating shot. Finesse fired back. YoungBoy came harder, fan bases went to war. It burned hot for a few days and then went cold. No diss tracks, just Instagram stories and deleted posts. But the smoke never fully cleared. Most rappers in YoungBoy's position would have laughed watching Finesse cry on live about his contract. Most would have screenshotted it and made a meme. Instead, YoungBoy picked up the phone and called Houston. Finesse said it on Boss Talk TV with his own mouth. NBA YoungBoy reached out to the Prince family and asked what it would take to free him from his deal. Not a subliminal, not a public statement, an actual call to the people holding the contract. Finesse could barely contain how he felt about it. He said he could not keep claiming nobody was supporting him because somebody did, and that somebody was the last person anyone expected. The internet reacted accordingly. Clips spread from Instagram to TikTok to X within hours. Some people called YoungBoy the MVP of the year. Others said Finesse only said it publicly to generate leverage, but everyone was watching Houston for the response. J. Prince did not blink. He did not negotiate. He did not entertain the offer. The door closed hard enough for the whole industry to feel it. The Prince family position has been consistent across every platform they addressed it on. Finesse walked in willingly. He took the advance money. He took the jewelry and the flights and the family support while he was behind bars. He signed his name. And now that his buzz has grown and someone from Baton Rouge is waving a bigger check, the contract suddenly feels like a trap. From J. Prince's chair, that is not the deal being unfair. That is an artist forgetting what he agreed to when the money first landed. On the same Boss Talk TV episode, an older voice called in and made the label's case plainly. He said when Finesse signed that contract and got his advance, he was probably smiling ear to ear. He said the deal only looks bad now because Finesse thinks he can do better somewhere else. Office hours are 9 to 5. Business is business. J. Prince Jr., who actually runs Mob Ties day to day, has had his own shots loaded. When Finesse accused him of getting his Houston show canceled over Memorial Day weekend, a show with Lil Baby on the bill, Jr. did not hold back. He said he did not understand how he could possibly influence a promoter not to book his own artist. He said he had found peace with Finesse blaming him for everything going wrong in his life. Then he twisted the knife by saying Finesse was a full-time content creator now anyway, essentially calling him no longer relevant in the music conversation. Finesse went back on live and broke down in tears. He said he had been with Mob Ties 4 years and dropped 2 projects. He said he was 33 years old and needed to move freely toward the bigger money waiting for him. He offered to buy his way out. 10 million, 15 million, 20 million, whatever it took. He just wanted his career back. The door stayed shut. Here is where things actually stand. Mob Ties still owns the music. Mob Ties still owns the rights. The assignment clause is still sitting in the contract. Atlantic Records is still in the distribution chain. Even if YoungBoy wanted to write a blank check, there are multiple desks that money would have to land on, and J. Prince's desk has already said no. Finesse has hinted that other heavy names are interested. He has mentioned 50 Cent in passing. He has talked about deals worth 10 to 20 million sitting somewhere on a table. But none of those names have done what YoungBoy did. None of them made the call that Finesse can point to. YoungBoy stands alone as the only artist in this situation with receipts of actually trying. What changed is not the contract. What changed is what the public now knows about who these men actually are, when the cameras are somewhere else. A rapper who had every reason to enjoy watching his old enemy suffer instead made a quiet call to try and help. A man who had been crying on live for months finally had one real receipt of someone showing up, even if that someone could not break him free. No signing, no deal, no new chapter confirmed. Just a phone call, a refusal, and a respect that neither of these men probably saw coming when they were going at each other over Instagram stories 14 months ago. Whether Finesse ever gets out depends on lawyers willing to take the case, a buyout number the Prince family will actually accept, or running out the clock on a contract that has already cost him years. None of those paths are short, but the whole industry now knows one thing clearly. When everybody else was watching Finesse drown and doing nothing, NBA YoungBoy picked up the phone. Drop a comment. Do you think J. Prince should let Finesse go, or does the contract stand no matter what?